Podcasts have become increasingly popular in the past recent years, and with the right tools and techniques, anyone can start their own podcast. So here are the 8 steps you will need to start your podcast today. Step 1. Choose a topic and create an outline. So before recording, it's important to have a clear idea of what you want to talk about. Choose a topic that you're passionate about and create an outline that includes the main points you want to cover. So this will basically help you stay on track and ensure that your podcast stays focused and engaging. The second step is selecting your recording device. So there are a few different options when it comes to recording your podcast. You can use your computer's built-in microphone, a USB microphone, or a digital recorder. Each option has its pros and cons, of course, but if you're just starting out, a USB microphone is a great option that's affordable and very easy to use. Step 3, you need to find a quiet place. Now, when recording a podcast, it's important to find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Choose a room with minimal background noise, such as a closet or a small office, and close any windows or doors to reduce outside noise. You can also add soundproofing materials to the walls or ceiling to further reduce unwanted noise. For step 4, you have to set up your recording software. So once you have your recording device and quiet space, it's time to set up your recording software. There are a few different options, including Audacity, GarageBand, and Adobe Audition. Each software has its own unique features, but they all allow you to record and edit your podcast. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the software and its settings before you start recording. Now, step 5, you're going to test your equipment. So before you start recording, it's important to test your equipment to ensure everything is working properly. Just a test recording and play it back, to check the sound quality and make any necessary adjustments if you need to. Now, step 6. Before we get to step 6, if you're finding this information very useful, please consider to hit that subscribe button and join the family. Now, step 6 is simple. You just start your recording. Once everything is set up and tested, it's time to start your recording. Take a deep breath, relax, and start talking. Simple. Now remember to speak clearly and at a consistent volume, and take breaks if you need to. Don't worry about making mistakes or stumbling over your words. You can always edit your podcast later. Step 7 is the part where you edit your podcast. Now, after you finish recording, it's time to edit your podcast. This includes removing any mistakes, adding music or sound effects, and adjusting the volume levels. Most recording software has a built-in editing feature, so take some time to play around with it and get familiar with the tools. Now, I also have an extra tip for you on that one. If you can't find the right sound editing software for you, there is a place or a way that you can. So you basically just export your audio, whether it's in WAV or MP3, and then you go to podcast.adobe.com/enhance. Then you just upload your podcast audio on there, and it's gonna sort out everything, make it beautiful. You just put it in your editing software and you're done. And then the last step, which is the most important step of you starting your podcast and actually launching your podcast, is export and upload your podcast. So once you're happy with your edited podcast, this is why we have editing. Once you're happy with your edited podcast, it's time to export it and upload it to your chosen platform. Now, you can use a podcast hosting service like Buzzsprout, Libsyn, or Podbean to host your podcast. Or you can upload it to platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts, or even YouTube. Please let me know in the comments your podcast name so we can check it out and show support. Peace.